Hey y'all, happy Sunday and welcome back to Keep It Glossy. I don't know. Let's just get into it. Alright, so for today's makeup tutorial, we are doing the palette, The Coffee Shop. When I saw the colors, look at that. I fell in love. So this is going to be a really good look you're not going to want to miss. So as always, start with priming your face. And I'm going to use this bottle today because from my other haul, you guys know that I was like in love with the new look of the bottle. So I just for whatever reason really want to use it. So let's go ahead and prime our face. And then go ahead and rub that in. Next thing we're going to do is get our eyes ready. So I put a little foundation on a brush. And I'm just going to put it on my lids. And then we're going to just pat that in. Okay, so now that all of those steps are finally out of the way, let's go ahead with our first color. Alright, so there's a few colors that I have been eyeing and dying to try. So we're definitely going to do a look with those two colors. But let's go ahead with starting with two of our base colors. So for the first color, we're going to take this color right here. So let's go ahead and put some on our brush. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start on the outer. And I'm just tapping it on to start. And at this point, I'm going to decide how high up I want to go. So I think I want to stop right here, right below my eyebrow. Right there. So now that I know where I want the all the shadows to stop, we can really start packing this color on. So tap, tap, tap on your outer, just like this. And then swoop it over. Tap, 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 and swoop it over. Going towards the inner, but not all the way in. Okay, now that we have that on, you really just want to make sure your eyes look similar. This might look a little crazy right now, but like I always say, trust the process. All right, so let's go ahead with color number 2. Alright, so for color number 2, we're going to go ahead and do this color right here. So let's go ahead and put some on our brush. Alright, so we're going to go right next to that first color. Right here in the middle because we want to leave some space. Just tap it on, just like this to start. Tap, tap, tap. And let's start blending it into that first color just like this. So I'm kind of like wiggling and pushing it over. I'm sorry, that's just the best way that I can describe what I'm doing in this moment. So just bear with me. All right, so tap, 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 and blend it into that first color. Just like this. And just make sure that those two colors are blended really well together. If you need to add more shadow to your brush, go ahead and do that. And just blend them really well. Okay, this is starting to look really good, so let's go ahead with our third color. Okay, so for color number 3, we're going to do this color right up here. So go ahead and wet your brush with a little primer water and then put some of that shadow on your brush. Alright, so we're just going to go right here in the middle and just swipe that on just like this. Going up to the top here, make sure to define your line so it looks more clean, just like this. And then pack it in, just like this. Define that line. and then pack it in. All right, so I think I want to add one more color. I'm already loving how this looks, but I think I want to go and add this color right here. For whatever reason, it's just like telling me to add it. So I'm gonna go with my gut and add this color to it. So go ahead and wet your brush with a little primer water, and then go ahead and put some color on that brush. All right, so for this, we're gonna start with the inner and blend in to that last color that we just put on. So start on the inner, just like this, define your line up top, and blend into that other color, just like this. Okay. Wow. I love it. See, they always say go with your gut, because this looks amazing. I am so happy that I chose that color for my last color, and I'm even more happy that I chose this palette. All right, so the next step we're going to do is see if we need to define any of the colors that we put on and clean up any excess that might have fallen. So go ahead and do that step right now. All right, so for our next step, we're going to go ahead and do our brows. So go ahead and brush them. And then we're going to fill in any bare spots that we might see. So I'm going to start at the beginning and go in an upward motion. So start at the beginning and just fill in any bare spots, just like this. And I'm going to do that all the way to the end. All right, so now that our brows are done, let's go ahead and do our waterline. So let's go ahead and take our eyeliner pencil, start at the inner, and go all the way across, just like this. Next, I'm going to take some black matte shadow on a brush like this, and I'm going to go over my waterline once more. I have a couple of bare spots that I missed, so I'm just going to go on the inner again and go all the way across. Just like this, all the way to the end. All right, at this point, we're going to do our lashes. If you use falsies, go ahead and put them on. If you have eyelash extensions like me, go ahead and fluff them up. If you wear mascara, put that on. So I'm just going to fluff up my extensions. Make sure they're all in line. And just doing that very gently. All right, so for our next step, we're going to go ahead and put foundation on. At this point, you can put your concealer on before your foundation. For the foundation that I'm going to use is the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on, and then I'll be back. Also, I just want to let you guys know, because I don't show or haven't shown this process of putting my foundation on camera as of yet. But I do use a brush to put my foundation on. I just feel like it gives a better look. I mean, the sponges are fine too, but ever since I was shown the brush technique, it's just something that I've always used. But what technique do you guys use to put your foundation on? Drop below in the comments what you use. All right, so we are almost there. For our next step, we're going to go ahead and put our blush on. So I'm using Ulta Beauty Mineral, and the color is Stargazer. So let's go ahead and put that on. This is a cute color. And a little for the nose, just for fun. All right, so for the next step, we're going to go ahead and put our lipstick on. I'm using Juvia's Place. The color is Lady. Let's pop this open. Very pretty. I think this will go good. So let's go ahead and put this on, and then I'll be back with a finished look. Okay, so here's the color. I just feel like for this look, this color is too light. So I'm going to go and switch it up. And I found this Ulta Matte. Not even sure if they make this color anymore. It's called Sweet Caramel. This is the color. So I'm going to go ahead and try this one and see if that's better. And then I'll be back with a finished look. Okay, so we are 0 for 2 right now, aren't we? But you know how you have like a really good look, right? And you just need that one lipstick color to kind of like set it off and take it to the next level. That's what I'm looking for right now. I have plenty of colors, but I just need that one that's going to have me be like, damn. And I think I found it. We're going to go with my gut. I was right when we went with my gut for adding the 4th shadow. So let's go ahead and add this color. So it's from the Colourpop Disney collection. It's the color Belle. Okay. So let's go ahead and put this on, and I will be back, hopefully, with a finished look. And here is your finished look. I love it. Well, thanks so much for joining me tonight. And always remember, keep it glossy. Mwah.